Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm doing a marathon with grapes because a dear friend lives close by and she has a huge amount of grapes this year. It's just crazy. All the fruit has just done amazing this year, but her grapes, it's insane how many she has. And I picked 3 5-gallon buckets full and it didn't make a dent. And she had already used all she wanted, so I'm processing a lot, but I'm also giving a lot away because I just can't do it all and keep up with all the work that I have right now. So the other day I made grape juice, and we're going to use that for the Lord's Supper at church. And I canned that in half pints because that's the amount we use for our little church. But I made a whole lot more juice in the steam juicer, so now I'm going to make some grape jelly. And this is what the juice looks like. It's not totally clear, and it probably would be more clear if I strained it, but the steam juicer keeps it pretty much just juice, so I'm not even going to worry about it. I'm going to use it as is. So I have 4 cups of the grape juice from my steam juicer. You can even use bottled juice if that's all you have. First of all, I need to make calcium water because I'm going to use Pomona's pectin. And calcium water is what helps it gel, and I love using Pomona's pectin. Calcium water is really simple. You use half a cup of water, and half of a teaspoon of the calcium powder that they provide. Now I buy this in bulk, so I get a large amount, and I don't remember how much. I think I bought a pound of the Pomona's pectin, and it was more than this jar. So I keep that in one jar, and I keep the calcium powder in another jar. And you use so little of it, you just take out what you need and put that away for next time. I'm not going to use all of this calcium powder tonight, so whatever I don't use, I'm going to put covered in the refrigerator. But I'm just going to stir this up really well. And then I need 4 teaspoons of the calcium water added to the grape juice. Now again, I'm going to put this covered in the refrigerator, and this will keep for a very long time. So the next time I make something with Pomona's pectin, I will use this calcium water. And at that time, the calcium will settle out, and all you do is shake it up, and it's ready to use. Now to that, I need to add a 1/4 cup of bottled lemon juice. So I'm going to add the grape juice with the calcium water into my pot. Look at the color. It's just such a beautiful purple. The 1/4 cup of lemon juice. Now I'm going to bring that to a full boil. In the meantime, I have taken 1 cup, and I measured in a dry measure, but I'm putting it in a measuring cup just because of convenience. 1 cup of granulated sugar and 4 teaspoons of Pomona's pectin, and you mix that together really well. And I've already done that. So I'm going to bring this to a full boil and then we'll come back and start getting this jelly made. So while I was waiting for the juice to come to a boil, I've got my jars in my steam canner, or you could use water bath. I've got my lids heated up and I've got everything laid out to get this done. And it's come up to a full boil and I'm going to stir in the sugar and pectin mixture. And we want to stir it and make sure it's completely dissolved. And then we're going to bring it back to a full rolling boil that you can't stir down. And it won't take long. That's why you want to have everything ready to go. It smells wonderful. These grapes are so tasty, and the grape juice is really delicious. And I have the full boil, you can see here, especially around the edges, even while I'm stirring. So I'm going to turn the heat off and get ready to jar this up. Now I do want to take the foam off. Now I'm going to start getting jars out of the canner and filling them. And we want to fill these to 1/4 inch head space. And what that is, with one of these tools, it's that first notch from the tip. And that's what I have. And it's still pretty liquid, but it's going to start firming up. So you do want to debubble, just get in the habit. It's a good habit. Clean the rim. I'm just using water. Grab a lid, put on a ring, finger tight. Don't crank it just till it meets resistance. Always hold your jars upright. This is going to go in the canner and I'm going to continue filling my jars. Now the recipe says this will make 5 half pints, and mine may have boiled a little bit because I got a little bit less than 5 half pints. But as a habit, I always put at least 1 extra jar in the canner to be ready just in case there's extra, and sometimes there is. This time it's a little bit short, but that's okay. I'm going to save this one and we will just eat this one instead. So this one's not going to go in the canner. And we'll just be able to enjoy this. I'll put it in the refrigerator after it cools. And look at that beautiful color for grape jelly. So I have all of my jars in my canner. And again, I'm using a steam canner. You can use water bath canner. I am going to process, for my altitude, it's going to be 14 minutes. It's 1,000, altitude would be 10 minutes. So you need to adjust for altitude. And it is 1 minute for every extra 1,000 feet. So I'm going to let this come up to temperature, process for 14 minutes, and we will come back. So I didn't record this last night because honestly I was just really tired. But I processed these for 14 minutes in my steam canner. 1,000 feet or below, it's going to be 10 minutes. So you add 1 minute for each 1,000 feet of altitude above that. I let them sit in the steam canister for 5 minutes after I turned off the heat, then kind of tilted the lid and left them another 5 minutes, and that gave them time to kind of acclimate more from the high heat to room temperature. That way you don't have any leaking, evacuation out of your jars, and you don't lose any of your product. Then I took them out and I've let them sit for about 24 hours now. And they have turned out beautiful. This is the one I didn't process, but you can see it gelled up really nice. And all of them sealed. They all gelled. They're just beautiful, and I've got a good seal on them. So, wonderful, tasty, homemade grape jelly. And we're really looking forward to this. I'm going to make probably 2 or 3 more batches just because I have so much juice left over. Might can some more juice too. But I thank you for watching, and I appreciate all of you, and I really look forward to hopefully slowing down my work so I can spend more time bringing you whatever kind of videos I'm going to do. But thank you for watching, and God bless.